Hey YouTube, it's Numistacker back with you again and keeping busy, as you can see, with grading submissions and lots of good results generally, and people pretty happy with grading. The occasional disaster, but that's the way it goes. I am honoured and privileged to see some amazing coins, and I wanted to bring this video to you today. Going to focus on two things. One of them is a new coin that's come in from the Royal Mint, a modern release, part of a series, and towards the end of this video you'll see a really great selection of pre-decimal numismatic type coins that have come back from grading. So it's a kind of combination one. This one, it's partly mega results and partly interesting things that have come in for submission to NGC. So let's start with Winnie the Pooh. This is the first coin in a 9-coin series. The Mint are releasing these in groups of 3, so they're telling us what the designs are for 3 at a time, and then they're keeping the rest of them under wraps. We've had the first 2 of the initial 3 launched, and there may, I guess, be the third one of those before the end of the year. So we've had Winnie the Pooh, and the one very, very recently was Christopher Robin. And I mean, everybody likes these kind of things. Whether they appeal more to collectors than coin people is a discussion point. I'm getting a few of these coins in bought by coin people for grading, so there is clearly an interest in them. But I don't think the interest in them amongst coin collectors is necessarily as high as the interest amongst, maybe grandparents buying them for their children when they get older. But it remains to be seen. Maybe these will be graded rarities with very low populations in the years to come. Maybe everybody will be after them. Mintages are not overtly low, which is what the collectors tend to go for. So you can see here, note the new style COAs, by the way, with the brand new Royal Mint logo, which is kind of quite smart, I think. Slightly different type of COAs. I think they were used to be on the left-hand side. But the maximum coin mintage on each of these 9 coins is 535. My personal feeling is that 535 is a little bit high for these gold 50p's, particularly where you have a series of 9 coins. I would have been much happier at round about the 400 to 450. I think they would have been more collectible with a lower mintage, but that's often the case, although not necessarily. For example, the Una and the Lion silver coin, which there's one featured at the end of this video, 3,000 of those, and it's still doing very, very well in the secondary market. But this coin is pretty nice. It's got Pooh Bear sitting there with his hand in the honey, and it's a classic Disney representation of Winnie the Pooh. I mean, who doesn't like it? I like it. I think it's a really nice coin. Would I pay close to £1,200 for one of these coins? I think the problem is also with these mintages that gold is at a pretty high price relative to the last few years. These coins used to be £795, £800, and I think at that point there was a value there that I think people identified with and bought maybe on a slightly bigger scale. But having said that, maybe the Royal Mint are doing it correct, because people seem to quite like series of coins, so these will probably be collected into next year as well, when I presume the rest of the coins will get released, and they are selling these coins. So maybe they pitched it just right, just not necessarily for one for the flippers. The beat of the drums says quality is the most important thing, and the place to get quality coins is the Coin Connection. You get 2% off on the website by quoting the special offer code JOB. By the way, if you're planning to get a coin from the Coin Connection, the discount voucher code for November is Carl, KARL, and I'll make a new video in the next video to show that. What I want to show you first is this coin that was bought by a friend of mine directly from the Royal Mint. It came in a Royal Mint package, and I broke it out the package, sent it off for grading, and as you can see here, NGC have pronounced this coin to be not genuine. Now that's a pretty serious thing when a national mint is selling a coin that is a fake. And I think you can see pretty easily it's weird. This coin is a weird coin. The strike is no good. In fact, I almost didn't send this coin in because I didn't think it was really good enough for grading. But I thought, well, you know, what the hell? I'll send it in, see what happens. But it's pretty clear this coin is a fake. I think you can see it really easily. You know, it's probably made on a little machine in China, I don't know. You know, the strike is really, really funny looking and weak in the middle on the King's portrait. Doesn't match the letters and is weird on the other side as well. But it is alarming that this coin went through the Royal Mint's quality control in their historic coin division, and nobody picked up on the fact that this was not a genuine coin. This one came in from a collector, and it came in and it was designated with a fairly unusual details grade. Some details grades they will put into a slab and grade. Other details grades they will not slab at all. Altered surface is one of those things they will not put into an NGC slab. Looking at the surface, it's almost a little bit too good to be true, isn't it? You've got a slightly worn coin with strangely perfect fields, and I don't know how that's been tampered with. I'm not an expert in tampering with these coins, but it's clear that it has been messed with. I'm including in this video a whole load of lovely numismatic type coins because that's what you guys have asked for. You've asked for maybe a little bit of a change from some of the modern proofs. So I'm giving you the old coins, some of which get details grades. That one had a scratch on it. This one is a really nice example of a coin which is kind of genuinely just no. It's not beautiful condition in terms of its, you know, its preservation, but you know it's got a really nice even dark tone. It's been worn, and they gave it a nice genuine grade. This one is a wonderful, wonderful coin, 1861, mint state, threepenny piece. They don't get much better than this when it comes to Victorian coins. 66 is a very, 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 very good grade for this coin. I haven't looked up to see whether this is the best one. There may be a 67 hanging around somewhere, but that's pretty much near the top of the population. Next one, 1825. As you may know from watching the channel, one of my favourite years. I've got an 1825 pattern proof sovereign, which is one of my treasures, and this one is not a proof, but 1825 shilling is pretty much as good. I love that you know, that particular era between 1817 and Victoria. I think it was a great era, and a great era for coin collecting as well. This one here is a good example. It's really nice to show you detailed coins in a way, because I think people learn much more from detailed coins than they do from good coins. So this coin was detailed because of graffiti. So graffiti is where somebody's had a little fun and games with it, and you can see that somebody decided to play noughts and crosses, or at least crosses on it. I don't know, maybe somebody was bored that day, maybe it happened in the last 100 years, maybe it happened hundreds of years ago, nowhere really knowing. One of my favourites here, I love, these are produced in the Soho Mint, which was in the Birmingham area, and you know, it was a real heyday of beautiful coin production. Some of the copper coins they made had gold gilding on them, like this one. I particularly like the gilded ones. I think the gilded ones are great. 63 Ultra Cameo is a wonderful, wonderful grade. Ultra Cameo is unusual for those coins. Another Soho Mint coin. This one is a little bit earlier. This is before they really got into the swing of things, 1805. really, really nice. They just produce such beautiful coins. I wish we could produce such lovely coins now with such great engraving, but everything is now done by computer, so it's not. We're not really producing things of beauty in the way that we were during this time. This is another great example of medallic art. This is the coronation medal of George IV. So George IV followed George III, but look at the depth of this. It's pretty magnificent, and you get to see George being crowned on the other side. It's kind of been handled a bit. It's an AU 58. It's not the absolute best, but it's a really nice example. Here's a nice Victorian shilling, the Jubilee head shilling, MS64. MS64 is a great grade for this. Any of these coins that grade in mid to high MS doing very, very well. One that didn't do so well, I've got a couple of these 1937 coins that came in. It's not totally overt, is it, the cleaning on it, but they've got this funny, strange, bronzedy tone on them. And I think NGC picked these two coins up. You'll see the other one in a minute. They picked them up and put them as cleaned. Cleaned does seem to vary quite a lot. This one, not cleaned. RB means it's a red-brown designation, so it's not bright coppery red, it's not deep brown, and they only guarantee these designations for a few years because copper will change in the slab, so that RB at some stage will probably become a BR for brown. Here's the other one I was telling you about, the 1937 shilling. And you can see it's got exactly the same. I'm not sure it's been cleaned, but I think it's got something funny happening on that toning. Sixpence, Jubilee head. This one got a little plus. The plus sign means that it is at the higher end of the grade spectrum for that particular grade. So Ray, one for you. I wanted to include your rupees in this video. This one did really, really well. Alwar State rupee, and it got a graded designation, which is great, an XF40 for a nice coin. Ray put in 2 coins, and the second one was cleaned, and you can see where that cleaning is. You can see when I hold it up to the light, the top area of it is a bit lighter than the bottom. Always a telltale sign. Look for that, and it's normally caused by cleaning. American coin, a 1 cent, Indian cent from 1888. It's not an expensive coin. People put those coins in just because they like them normally. This one I wanted to include in this video as to kind of towards the end. This is a coin NGC refused to put in a slab because it was a funny colour, and I had to send it back to them, and they realised it was made of green titanium, and the green was actually the correct colour for the coin, and they put it into a slab at a good grade. The Una, I'm thinking about making a video on Una pricing, called How Much is a Coin? Toying with that idea. I'll see whether I do that next week. Last one I want to show you in this video is this War and Peace coin, nice big pied fork coin. This one didn't reach the magic 70, but I think it's one of the better coins this year from the mint. So I hope you like that. Try to make it something for everybody this time. A little bit of numismatic, a little bit of modern, a bit of unboxing, mega results. So hopefully you guys like the video. If you do like it, please click on the like. And if you do want to subscribe and you haven't yet, then please click on the subscribe button, and I'll see you again in Coin World soon.